Moments away as the drama awaits from Atlanta, Georgia. The Knicks taking on the Hawks. Here we go with the Knicks. In Game 5, they took care of business on their home floor. Now, back in enemy territory, they're looking for another win. Hawks, Knicks, round 1 of the NBA playoffs. So the New York starting five. Josh Hart out there without hope. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point guard. Now, here's Bridges. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt of the night. Poke loose. And Obi with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Brunson. Now Daniels. Over Hart. Daniels, no good. Daniels against Brunson. Over Daniels. The shot's good from Brunson. We'll take a look at the Hawks. And we know their backs are against the wall. No room for error in this elimination game.
Yeah, having the home court tonight is a big for their confidence, but they need to stay in the moment. Can't look ahead to a Game 7. Take it one game at a time.
Towns wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Normally, he makes that defense gets lucky there.
Now, let's take a minute to talk Allen, of course, court time. Allen.
I briefly spoke with Clint tonight. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you move yourself. Let him slip his momentum and push it out around you to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, here's Brunson. He's down low. He's guarded by Johnson. And they take the lead.
Guys, that is what you call two physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
McCollum, no good. For New York, they've gone 2-5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And he gets the bucket.
We know that the defense in today's NBA wants to take away the rim and the three. Mr. Brunson says, I'll take that mid-range.
And Pete Snyder wants a timeout. There's now been a chance to discuss some potential changes. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's McCullough. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
McCollum has a nice feel for catching shoot jumpers. That's a shot that we can create for him as much as possible.
Now, here's Bridges. And an Obi in the corner. Takes the three. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. Bridges with the steal. It's stolen by Johnson. And the rejection by Towns. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Obi.
Mitchell Robinson.
Kicks it out to McCollum. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Okongwu dishes to Johnson. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Here's McCollum. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. And there's McCollum. He's still in the assist by Daniels.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
In the pass to Hart. Towns against Johnson. He's down low. Cuts off the pass. Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. Fires from deep. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
And he's not going to miss that sort of opportunity.
McCollum against Brunson. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. Shots over Towns. Again, the Hawks good for two.
They're going in there, and Johnson playing big.
Now, here's Bridges. Outside for Robinson. Here's Brunson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Towns in the corner. 6 to shoot. Over Okongwu. And again, it's New York.
Is the mid-range for Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
Cullen passes to Alexander Walker. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Andy McCollum. Over Brunson. McCollum, no good.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Hart, that's good.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
McCollum with the ball. Stolen by Brunson. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks. They're up by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Sohan is out there with Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Alvarado in the point guard position. Here's Vincent. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Vincent's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
Here's Alvarado. Shamet on the wing. Back to Alvarado. 5 to shoot. Here's Sohan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And good to see Sohan challenging the defense, forcing them to compromise on that foul.
So for the Hawks, Waylon Johnson's checked in for Jock Landale. Alexander Walker comes in for Zachary Rizachet. And Daniels subbed in for Gabe Vincent. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anunoby's checked in. Back to Kuminga. There's a screen. Pulls it from 20. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet, 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Johnson outside. Outside, Kuminga drills the three-pointer. Kuminga's got his first 3 points of the game.
Kuminga's shown a lot of improvement. He's able to catch and shoot.
Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here's Daniels. Pass to Gay. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. Daniels, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Anunoby, right side. From about 16, Anunoby can't get that one to fall. The Hawks trail by 3. Johnson dishes to Daniels. Pass to Kuminga. There's the screen to the middle. Here's Gay. And it's good for 2.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
And so Mike Brown calls the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. McCollum comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And then for New York, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mikal Bridges. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Drains the three-pointer. Anunoby's got 7 points for the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Bounce pass from Alexander Walker. Collin passes to Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And Towns gets it to go.
Well, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Here's McCollum. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Brunson scanning the floor. Rebound by the Hawks.
And not allowing the shooter in an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
In the corner, Daniel. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Johnson outside. Back to McCollum. Drives to the hoop. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brunson against McCollum. Anunoby outside. New York, no good that time either. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 1. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Towns, a screen on McCollum. Here's Brunson. Sohan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 1.
This is what Sohan brings to his team. Energy, rebounding, and that ability to keep plays alive with his activity.
Here's Johnson. That shot off. Good D by Anunoby. Here's Brunson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Knicks lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
Checking out how the Hawks. Thank you for being with us.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Cohen is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3. It's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
This would be the type of game that would turn down to be.
Bridges, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range. Daniels with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Johnson's shot is off. New York trailing. And it's hard penetrating. It falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Deflects the pass. Towns with the steal. Back to Brunson. Over McCollum. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And now it's a 3-point New York lead.
Now, the beauty of Jalen Brunson's game is his ability to create for himself. He can find the hooks.
Here's McCollum. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Outside, Towns. And it's off from 3-point range. That has gone 3-6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Alexander Walker. Gets a very good look and converts. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Towns. And again, it's New York.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Here's Alexander Walker. He has 7. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the team, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Now here's McCollum. 10 points for him. Lets it go with the 3. And counting the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Bridges shot. Good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's McCollum. Johnson, the pass to McCollum. And that's collected by Brunson.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Here's Towns. Nice pass. Running to the rack perfectly for the layup. Towns has got 11.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
He misses it in through the contact, and they call it a foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Hawks making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in for OG Anunoby. There's the lob to the hoop. And O'Connor slams it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide was running one way and then back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Towns. Good on the bucket. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up with the Hawks. It's a 1-point game. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Back to Brunson. Over McCollum. Out to Bridges. Offline with his 3. For Atlanta, they've gone 7-9 from the field to start the second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
And since halftime, this has been cool. And it's going to be.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
The kick out to Towns. Pocket 6. Towns is screwed on McCollum. Brunson has a 2-pointer. Rebound by the Hawks. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. Unloads from 13. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
The Hawks leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Kuminga with a wide open look from outside off the mark. For New York, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Now Brunson, 10 points for him. And looks like the illegal kick was set. That'll get there sometime.
Beyond the lean, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And just when it looked like the third quarter was over.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Hawks on top, up 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. You love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Robinson, Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jose Alvarado, and it's Shamet in its shooting guard.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Robinson a screen on Kuminga. Kobe finds Robinson, trying to stuff the alley-oop.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Here's Ricochet. He's covered by Shamet. Pass to Gay. Vincent on the wing. Here's Gay. Connects from three-point range. Gay's got 6 in the quarter.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offense is having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead has come down now to just 2 on the basket from Anunoby.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And that timeout by Bills was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. O'Connell's checked in for the Hawks. Hardy's checked in for New York. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. You guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That'll be his second foul of the game for the Hawks. Tyson Daniels checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Alexander Walker comes in for Zachary Ricochet. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Gabe Vincent. Back to Daniels. Stolen by Anunoby. Towns finds Shamet. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Towns. To take the lead. And it's Shamet missing.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow comes away empty.
Johnson, the pass to McCollum. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Here's Johnson. McCollum. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. Listen, we've seen Josh Hart deliver in big moments before. The pressure doesn't bother him.
Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. McCollum outside. Time on the clock. Nice move. Got it to go.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shot.
Bridges is checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Jose Alvarado. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter.
Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Here's O'Connell. Leaves it in off the window.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding him. Well, in these situations, this is who they want at the charity set.
Outside Bridges. Brunson against McCollum. Tries it from 16, and it misses. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks. McCollum with the ball. Brunson picks him up.
Whatever this team needs, Johnson is willing and able to provide.
Next trail by 3. Brunson outside. The 3 doesn't go.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. They give him an inch of room. Not easy looks. Don't allow them to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Johnson rips down the board.
You don't want to give up that kind of look too often. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Anunoby. No good, unable to end this run. We got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. McCollum fires. No good.
Josh Hart, second, team score. At the line for Atlanta.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game.
That's the job of free throws. He shuts the door on this basketball game. Great job.
And so the Hawks take the win. I think, Greg, they played with a little more of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it. Now.
So much on the line tonight. The playoff preparations. A look at the guys getting stretched here in round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoff. This has been a hard-fought matchup. Game 6 tonight with everything on the line. joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Allie LaForce reporting for us. Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Kada in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3.
Yeah, we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Kicks it to George. Ray passes to George. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And that one no good to start off tonight.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there. And he blew it.
Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's White. Here's Kada. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot there. That's on Joel Embiid. Taking a look at Philadelphia. What a huge game tonight for this team. Down 3-2. They have to win at home to extend this series.
And I'll tell you what, B.A., these fans know that. You get the sense they are extra rowdy. They understand what their team needs.
Pass to Embiid. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And the call against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. The leader falls for him. Difficult shot.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Pass to Embiid. Here's White. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
George outside. Just stop the run. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, that makes his night a little bit easier when Paul George gets a look like that inside.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Outside White. Pass to Hauser. Tatum looking it over. There's the drive. There's 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Lets it go from deep. Well, Embiid pulls it down. White against Maxey. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebounded by the Celtics. To the paint. Tatum passes to Kada. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Maxey passes to George. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Here's Embiid. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, they trusted Embiid in this situation, and he used every bit of his life to get his book.
Tatum passes White. Fires for 3. The rebound by Embiid. 76ers trail by 6. Here's Edgecombe. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Oubre. And he goes in for the double.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston.
Timeout.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Big Nurse. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. A new lineup here for Philadelphia. from the post.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
A minute 29 left in the first quarter here. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Gonzalez. Three-pointer. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And yep, it's good.
The assist puts in Grimes.
A minute 6 left in the first quarter here. Outside Brown. Outside Tatum. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Boston. Now Philadelphia with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Edwards pass to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. And that one's good. Hora's got his second bucket of the night.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. It's Grimes on the wing. Pass to Lowry. Right wing. Outside Grimes. Shoots over Brown. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Here's Tatum. And stolen by Edwards. But if it goes, that one doesn't drop. And that does it for the first quarter. The Sixers on top, up 4. And back at them all. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area. They're keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
On the court to the Celtics. Second quarter underway. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Gonzalez in at the small forward position. Pass to Bona. Back to Maxey. Into the lane. Oh, got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Celtics. The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Sam Hauser.
Celtics trail by 6. Outside Pritchard. Pass to White. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Getting points inside is no problem for Vucevic. He consistently finds these openings.
Maxey against Pritchard. Outside Maxey. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And what I love about Tyrese Maxey, he's so good at just overwhelming you with energy. He puts the defense in a tough spot because of his relentless ability to push it pace.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
All right, that's 2 fouls. Not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Back to Maxey. Maxey with a screen on White. Here's Grimes. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hauser outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. White pass to Gonzalez. Here's Vucevic. There's 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off the shot here. Here's Pritchard. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Hora's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Barlow. From deep. Gonzalez pulls it in. Celtics trail by 7. Outside Pritchard. Hauser outside. Hauser's got his first points of the night.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
And the 76ers will have a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. Oubre comes in for Barlow. Paul George, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Pritchard. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Helping Tatum. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Back to Brown. No good from outside. The Sixers lead by 5. The 3 from Edgecombe. He buries it from 3.
Well, that's a real encouraging make for Edgecombe. The rookie's showing he can score it off the ball.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Outside White. Hauser outside. Outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Wow. DJ Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Back to Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Maxey passes to George. Screen by Embiid. Over to the wing. 3 from Edgecombe. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for White. 1:43 left in the second.
Edgecombe. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Pritchard. Still no points. Here's Brown. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. 14 feet away. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
These are his first free throws of the game. And Boston with some changes. Keita comes in for Vucevic. And it's White in for Hauser. The Sixers lead by 10. Now Embiid. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. Count it. Good.
With all that defensive attention on Embiid, it's important that he scans the floor and tries to find his teammates.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Outside Oubre. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pritchard from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Embiid passes to Oubre. White with a steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. Wide open look. No good that time.
Now, that was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Now here's Embiid. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Thanks for tuning in to our Game 6 coverage.
Smooth operation. I wish every team played this intelligently. Yeah, if you look at the shots they're getting, they obviously had a game.
Taking a look at the situation. Glad you could join us. Ryan.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Philadelphia leading by 13. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in it to 5. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Oh, putting in the work. Embiid finishes inside.
From the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Here's Brown. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Here's Maxey. Out to Oubre. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. The 76ers lead by 16.
Taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it's certainly helped if you get shots that you guys can knock down.
So courageous. Taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Boston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. White against Maxey. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. And it's Maxey missing. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Over White. Again, Philadelphia.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. It's hauled in by Oubre. The Sixers lead by 15. Outside Maxey. Outside Oubre. Embiid against Brown. Tatum with a steal. Pass to Brown.
76ers foul. Edgecombe. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Hauser outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. White for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. It's George on the wing. Pounded by Tatum. George, no good. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Brown. Oh, look at Brown. Banging inside.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Maxey against White. Pass to George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
And rolling back the block. Nice work by Paul George.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Right side Tatum. 3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And they're +5 on the boards after that one.
Maxey surveys. From down in the low post, it goes. Maxey's got 7 points.
Yeah, the defense made it easy that time for Maxey. You can't give him those kind of looks in the paint.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 17.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
Now here's George. Defended by Hauser. shot is good. 7 points in the game.
Really high IQ that time by Paul George, using that screen to perfection.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Boston making a switch here. 76ers on D. Outside Pritchard. Back to Vucevic. Boston again missing.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Pass to Barlow. Outside Grimes. Boston pulls it in.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Gonzalez passes to White. Lets the three fly. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Now here's Watford. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. And there's the screen. Fades and shoots. The shot by Watford, no good. Inside. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And so it's Philadelphia in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. For Boston, Sam Hauser out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Gonzalez in at the 3. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
They're picking all the low-hanging fruit. Defenses these days want to concede the mid-range, and they're happy to take it.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Gonzalez passes to Brown. Again with the bucket.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
And there's the lob.
And this is why Maxey is so dangerous in pick-and-roll action. He is a good threat to score or deliver.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Maxey against Pritchard. Left side, Brown. Step back and squared up. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Celtics trail by 10. Pritchard surviving the D. Shoots from the right block. Rebound by Maxey. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They led by as many as 18. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. 4-3. Grimes' shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the inside. And Vucevic slams it in.
Love it when Vucevic attacks with intent. He has the size and strength to dominate around the cup.
Maxey against Pritchard. Maxey passes to Embiid. Shoots over Vucevic. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
The Celtics making a switch here.
Celtics substitution.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Hauser outside. Three is up. A rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To Maxey. Shot clock at 6. It's off.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
And the 76ers with some changes. Oubre, he's checked in for Barlow. Paul George comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Brown. George in the post, defended by Hauser. Brown pulls down the board. Celtics trail by 7. Tatum. Now White. Outside Tatum. From deep. JT for 3.
When this team needs a bucket, it naturally looks for Jason Tatum, and he typically comes through.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Up top, Embiid. Wide open look. And rebounded by Tatum. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth. Hit this pocket. And now the Sixers on the break. No resistance. Just finished in transition with ease.
Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
Celtics trail by 6. Embiid with a steal. Oubre. Oh, the stop.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
For 3. Oh, no good. The 76ers have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He got it.
And what an effort to pull off Game 6. Things are looking rosy right now for the 76ers.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw it open.
This series has already been such a nail-biter, and now they've managed to force a Game 7. You have to applaud the grit they showed out there tonight.
Yeah, they really proved they're in this to win it all. And now they've got a little bit of forward momentum on their side. Should be a very entertaining Game 7.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Joel Embiid.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
Now George. Puts up the tray. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals.
Coming up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Nuggets. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, they couldn't get it done in Game 5. But a trip back home could be just what the doctor ordered. Nuggets, Timberwolves, round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Out on the perimeter is going to be Brown and Johnson. And it's Murray in at the point.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Conley against Murray. Kicks it out to Johnson. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looks good from here.
Goes Sunu, the pass to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Take a look at the Timberwolves. Up 3-2 at home. They couldn't have put themselves, Greg, in a better position against a very difficult team.
And this, Kevin, is the type of game, if you let it slip away, it is going to haunt you forever. You don't want to go on the road for a Game 7. You've got to take care of business.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Dosunmu. Now Randall. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They won their last game Monday night.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how it's happening. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Outside Gordon. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
The touch Jokic possesses. He can sink shots from anywhere, especially the mid-range.
McDaniels outside. Inside. Here's Randall. The 15-footer. Good. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early,
and the basket by Gordon.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Randall against Gordon. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. And then Gordon with the dunk.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Conley gets to Randall. Back to Conley. McDaniels on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Dosunmu's shot is off. Nuggets have gotten 4 of 6 field goals after the drop in the first quarter. Murray the pass to Jokic. Doesn't go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have got 3 big shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Conley scanning the floor. Gobert with a screen on Gordon. Here's Randall. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Randall's got 6.
Showing off the handle. Randall calling his own number.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Both teams making some changes here.
Make some noise.
Murray finds Brown. Jokic on top. 1:21 left to play here in the first. Shoots the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Johnson. Back to Jokic to the paint. Here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, Murray is a very good outside shooter. But I think he's at his best when he gets into the paint.
Here's Randall. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to the paint.
Gobert against Jokic. For Gobert. And it's Jokic missing.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Here's Shannon. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Well, Jokic is one of the best passers in NBA history for any position.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And stolen by Murray. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. It's stolen by Randall. Up the floor. Here's Gobert. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 3. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Up front, it's Gordon and Valanciunas. Hardaway is out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Jones in at the small forward position.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one.
Brown the pass to Jones. It's Clark with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Highland. Finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
An automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Down low. Here's Gordon. Good D by Anderson. Timberwolves shooting here about 46% for the game. Pass to Highland. Here's Shannon. Now, Highland. He's covered by Brown. Shot clock at 2. Lets it go with the putback. Now, Highland. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Anderson. Reed trying to get open. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Clark. Anderson's got his first 2 points. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Murray. Inside. Here's Gordon. And Jim Johnson goes right over Naz Reed.
He is an all-world dunker. Gordon with the monster jam.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Group. Brought to you by AT&T. Dunks to count. McDaniel's got 5.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up with an under. They trail by 1. Pass to Gordon. To the inside. Valanciunas. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, nice vision from Gordon. He knew his teammate was there all the way.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Randall passes to McDaniels. Outside, Reed. Randall against Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows. Increasingly entertaining.
And you gotta love a bet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Outside, Reed. Wants to get to Randall and does. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points with just enough to keep him out of line.
Zeke Naji is checked in for the Nuggets. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Brown against Highland. Jokic a screen. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves trade. Here's McDaniels. And that one is good. He's got 9.
Smart idea from McDaniels. Looking to convert inside.
And Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for Naji. Murray kicks to Hardaway. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Hardaway has got 5. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on toes.
And the ball up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
1:52 left now here in the second. Gobert with a screen on Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Dosunmu, the pass to McDaniels. Over Hardaway. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And Jokic slings it in.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents himself.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Jones. And Johnson subbed in for Hardaway. Murray against Howard. And Gobert gets to Randall. Close one. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. On pass to Gordon. Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, he's an above-the-rim athlete. Gordon on the attack.
Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels outside. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Here's McDaniels. To Gobert. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. Outside Conley. All sorts of time. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Murray. Here's Gordon. Now Jokic. In from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Randall outside. Out to Conley. To the right wing. And that'll do it for the first half of the game so far. Nuggets lead by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Their season hanging in the balance. They've competed. It's still a long shot, but they might just pull this off.
Seeing how things are shaking. And that's all for us.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
A big man on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Conley out there with Dosunmu. And it's McDaniels at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Hits it from 3-point range. McDaniels got the first bucket of the 3rd here for the Timberwolves. Denver in the lead. Now here's Murray. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And here are the Nuggets now. Gordon dishes to Johnson. Back to Brown. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Conley with a wide open look. There's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, that's what Gobert is out there to do. Using his size to win second chances at the hoop.
Brown the pass to Jokic. That shot is off. Gobert with the defensive effort.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And it's Murray with the chance.
Well, we always talk about Murray shooting, but he can attack the basket as well.
Conley with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Pass to Randall. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown. That's his first foul. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Gobert with a screen on Gordon. That's a 2 from Randall. Make it 5 for 2 with him in the bucket.
Well, Randall doesn't back down from physical coverage. In fact, he welcomes the challenge.
Murray against McDaniel. Pass to Jokic. Blocked, and he keeps control of the ball.
They haven't found their rhythm here in the third. This is 4 of their first 5 attempts.
Brown the pass to Murray. Back to Brown. Lock at 6. Jokic inside. Gobert on him. Gobert with the defensive end. There's McDaniels. And it's Denver with the rebound. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Gobert with the block.
As intimidating a defensive presence as there is, Gobert could write a book on rim protection.
Jokic with the steal. And it's James McDaniels with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Reed, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Denver with the change here too. Hardaway's checked in. Reed against Gordon. Back to Murray. Fires, high post. Yep, that one goes. Murray's got 6.
That just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is. When he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
Reed with a screen for Conley. Outside, Reed. Here's Dosunmu. It's good from long range. Dosunmu's got the game tied up here with the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense gained out of him. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. There's the triple. That's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Murray with it. He has 6. Over Conley. Just 4 to shoot. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. So the wing on the left. McDaniels outside. And Gobert kicks to Reed. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Reed has got the lead up to 3 for Minnesota.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter. Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe 2 either, though.
Pass to Conley. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Reed the pass to Dosunmu. No good on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 3. To the middle. Jokic. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a
reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
There's Jokic. Misses and the dry spell continues. The third quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves... Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Taking a look at the Nuggets. In at the guard spots, Murray and Bryant. Hardaway is out there with Jones. And it's Valanciunas into the center. Randall passes to Shannon. Reed with a screen on Brown. Shannon, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. On the wing, Murray. He's defended by Highland. Valanciunas with a screen on Highland. In the corner, Hardaway with it. No good on the three.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Count the basket. Shannon has the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Timberwolves.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Murray, good.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
Here's Randall. The ball still making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, you look at Randall's release, and he gets so much arc on his shot at time. It really works for him.
Pass to Valanciunas. Hardaway against Clark. Hardaway passes to Valanciunas. Shoots over Reed. Rebound, Minnesota.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low. And the team really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball. Get it into the paint.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Gordon comes in for Jones. And Johnson subbed in for Jamal Murray. Minnesota leading by 4. Over in the corner, McDaniels. A three-pointer, no good. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
Conley gets the bucket.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And Jokic slams it in.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Conley. McDaniels outside. On the wing, Dosunmu. Gobert with a screen on Jokic. It's Randall. Stolen by Gordon. Jokic with it. Conley picks him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be a Michael Conley. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Here's Murray. Oh, down it goes. Now Gobert. Randall. And he does not hit.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Five to shoot. Holy cow!
Well, in that situation, you know Randall's going to be calling for the ball. That's a nice take.
It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And taken away by Johnson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be a Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. It's a 5-point game. And here's Jokic. The 8-footer could work in as it goes down.
Well, we've seen Jokic do this before, coming through in the biggest moments.
Randall against Gordon. Randall onside. Johnson rips down the board.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Stolen by Conley.
Well, McDaniels has really found the ball offensively, and he's just going to ride it as long as he can.
Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Gordon, Lazarus a three. And there's the three.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Three. Good.
You can chalk this up to veteran poise. Conley has been in so many big situations.
And we've got a timeout from David Allen. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Shannon's checked in, and they give the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gobert, and he commits the intentional foul.
Gordon. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That's the first, that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Count it.
Nikola Jokic. Assistant.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Next foul. Jamal Murray.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Johnson, he's off from 3. And so they foul intentionally.
Jamal Murray. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
7. Taking 2 times.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Murray. Yeah, count it. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Jokic fired. Off target from outside. And they do it. They'll move on to good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference Quarter.